The world's hardest game? Huh? They gotta be bullshitting. So you're telling me this game is harder than Elden Ring? Harder than Dark Souls 2? Fuck Dark Souls 2. Harder than Super Meat Boy?
Ah! Fuck this game! I'm fucking done with it!
Harder than God Hand? Harder than Ninja Gaiden 2 on Master difficulty? Hey, deadass. If you like games that'll make you pop a blood vessel because of the difficulty, play this shit on Master. I promise you, you'll go bankrupt with the amount of broken controllers you'll have to replace. Anyway, let's see how hard this game really is.
5 minutes later.
Okay, you know what? It's a little hard. The world's hardest game was released in 2008 and made by a man named Steven Kratoff, with the iconic music being made by Snake.
No, that is not Solid Snake.
With a burning passion to spread pain and misery to this world, he had an idea to spread it by making a game. Because who doesn't like games and who doesn't like a challenge? I remember this being a cultural phenomenon at one point for how excruciatingly rage-inducing it can be. It is genuinely one of the hardest games I've had to endure back in the day. In today's time, I know I don't have the capacity to legit play this for hours, so it didn't trigger a trauma response for me. But for the other people, they did not come out the other side the same person. They did not. The goal of the game is to get your blocky ass through blue colored balls that kill you instantly. You either have to get to the other side of the obstacles or collect some coins on the way and then make it to the other side of the obstacles. Simple on paper. Painful. Very painful in practice. The game genuinely starts off pretty easy. Maybe something you need to get the hang of first because your block has zero sense of urgency and takes up a lot of space, but easy nonetheless. Slowly, the levels start getting a little more difficult, and then they just start getting fucking ridiculous. So ridiculous that I genuinely would have been sitting here all day, maybe multiple days, trying to beat it. Even once you do get past a level, it's not like you get rewarded or anything. In fact, the game just taunts you more and more with each level you complete. There are 30 levels in the whole game, which isn't a lot in all seriousness, but if you're not just naturally gifted with insane pattern recognition and cat-like reflexes, you're going to be there for a while. But then I look up speedruns of this game, look at their route, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I still don't get it. But hey, the fun part of the game isn't about constantly dying, obviously. Every time I hear that fucking sound, it makes me want to incinerate a small village. It's about that delayed dopamine hit of finally having it click and seeing the fruits of your labor after a long streak of dying. It's about sticking through the hard part to get to the even harder part, reaching new heights of skill and finesse, only for your score not to matter anymore because, well, this is a 16-year-old game. But you can tell me, I'll care. I give the world's hardest game, let's give it a 7 broken controllers out of 10. It's not bullshitting you when they tell you it's the world's hardest game. But you know what it also is? It's a very human game. A game about the human desire to achieve and to conquer a challenging task. It's beautiful, really. Anyway, looking forward to the rest of the month for these Flash games. Honestly, I've been having a blissful feeling of nostalgia lately. It feels good. Thank you. I love you all. And I'll see you in the next one.